Hyman said that you guys probably lost a game you should have won against Washington, and tonight maybe won a game you should have lost against Buffalo. Just thoughts on the team performance tonight.
I think we came out incredibly well the first 10 minutes, and that penalty took away the momentum, gave them a little bit of life. But and I think we just thought we were going to cruise through the game. Like you said, I thought we were ready to play. I thought we did a lot in the first start of the game, and then we just kind of let them take over the game. Obviously, they probably are going to say they didn't start out very well and they pushed better, and definitely they executed better than the second half of the game or last 50 minutes. But I just think we just relaxed. We just thought it was going to be an easy game, and we didn't play our best.
Stu Skinner came up big in multiple moments for your team tonight. Just thoughts on his performance as well?
Yeah, multiple big saves from the slot, end of the game. When it was 2-1 them, a couple breakaways that he stopped. Yeah, I can go through like multiple big saves that he made.
A breakaway to a player coming out of a penalty box. I mean, it's a dream scenario for him. I know it doesn't happen often, but was there a misread or a lack of communication by you guys to give it
just as a turnover. It was a turnover. It was on our stick. It wasn't on our stick. They turned it around. Yeah, that was it.
When in the second period, was there anything specific they were doing, checking wise or temping wise, that allowed them to?
No, I think they were just skating a lot more, and I don't think we were. I think maybe we were in position, but you give any NHL player time and space to make a play, and they're not hurried, they're probably going to make a good play. And I think just overall our five-man pressure was just not nearly aggressive enough. And what happens is you just defend, and the other team ended up getting some scoring chances.
Kapanen made another big play tonight on that second goal. What have you seen from him since he joined the team?
Well, one I like is his tenacity. He's a big, strong guy, but an incredible skater. Gets around the ice very well, finishes his checks, and I think with when we picked him up off waivers, that was kind of a player that we were looking for. We wanted a little more speed to our lineup, a little more physicality, and he provides that. But he also plays a system, or our style of hockey. Puck possession, making plays, not just a chip, chase, forecheck. So I think he's been a good fit for us.
Hey, Kris. Zach Hyman was around the net again tonight. He scored a couple goals the other night. Do you see a difference in his play from earlier on when he wasn't scoring goals as to now, or is it just a matter of he's getting the bounce, he's getting the puck luck a little bit?
I think, I think of his year, and he's been pretty consistent with his play. His goal scoring has been certainly has not been consistent in the way it's gone, and probably his best stretch of hockey was probably his first 8 games where he probably should have had multiple goals. And usually when goal scorers are scoring, they're feeling well, they're confident about putting the puck in the net. Obviously there's some luck in whether the opposition is making poor choices, poor coverage, or the goalie's just letting in bad goals. But overall, I think Heisey's been a pretty consistent player for us. His game changed a little bit with who he's playing with. When he moves down the lineup a little bit, he tends to take things in his own hands, and driving the puck to the net a little bit more, and rather than pulling up and finding, if he's playing with Leon or Connor. So, I think that's the only difference about his style of play, about who he's been playing with.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins made an interesting point. We were talking about Connor not being in the lineup. He said, you guys know it's only 3 games, as opposed to when he's injured, you're not sure how long he'll be out for. Is that a different approach? Did you guys approached in here and said, we got to bear down for 3 games without him, and knowing that it was only going to be 3?
Just a lot more calmness, a lot more guys feeling better about themselves, that they know when he's coming back, and I guess when there's an injury, you don't know how long that's going to be, and you don't want to stretch, get too long. But I don't think there's any difference in our mentality about not knowing when he's coming back or when we do have him coming back. I just think it's an excellent opportunity for guys to step up and play, and we're never going to replace Connor. That's irreplaceable, but for a short period of time, guys can step up and elevate their game.
Kris, when you watch Buffalo play, can you understand at all why they're almost last place in the Eastern Conference? They got so many offensive type players. They create lots of chances.
I think I think I said this morning about it. I think they're a good team that's just been very unfortunate with their wins, and I think you look at our last couple games against Washington. I thought we played well enough. We just didn't find a way to win. And tonight, I don't think we played well at all, and we did find a way to win. So, I just think they've been a little unfortunate, or just not been able to make that key play at certain times, because I don't know. I see them playing very well, and they're in the East, so I don't follow them too closely. But tonight, they look like they should be higher in the standings than they are.
And you've had 3 practices with Klingberg. Is there any chance he could play Monday?
We'll wait next week, but he's getting close, and the anticipation was he was going to be sometime next week.
I realize there's 33 games left and there's lots of season. You guys move into first place in the Pacific with this win. You haven't been in first place for a long time. I know Connor McDavid has stated the goal for this team is to win the division. Is there any sort of sense, I'm not going to say accomplishment or anything, but is it nice to wake up in the morning and look at the standings and be on top of them for a change?
Well, whether we're, at the beginning of the season, we're low out of the playoff picture or in first place, I didn't look at the standings very much. I know it was a goal of ours to win our division. Just rewind back to last year through the playoffs, and what a difficult road that we had. We started at home, but then after the next 3 series, we're on the road, and you think the possibility of making that a little bit easier on ourselves, whether it's shortening up a series or having home ice in a Game 7 situation. We were fortunate enough to win 1 Game 7 on the road, but we didn't win another one. I just think it just helps you along the way to finish at the top, but you also don't want to. I think it definitely helps us, and it is a goal of ours.